Good morning, Your Excellency, Cardinal Peter Turkson, businessmen and professionals. I'm Roy Calleja. I'm from the Philippines. I'm a businessman in the field of affordable housing. And I'm also a member of the Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals, having entered the BCBP 29 years ago. The BCBP is a Catholic organization recognized by all dioceses in the Philippines where we have a presence. And it's also a member of the Council of the Laity, a recognized association of the faithful by the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines. It started in 1980 with a breakfast, but the purpose was initially to bring men into a startup prayer group called Ligaya ng Panginoon, or the Joy of the Lord community. But God had other plans. The businessmen and professionals, especially the men who entered first, the wives later, wanted to stay in an organization of businessmen and professionals. And so the Philippine Foundation for the Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals, Incorporated, was registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission in 1982. And God has been nurturing us and allowing us to go through the years. Every 5 years, we go through a planning process where we ask the Lord, where are we now and where does He want us to go? And after 35 years, we are now in 155 business centers, comprising of 84 chapters, 46 outreaches, and 25 missions in the Philippines, North America, and in Asia. What is our vision? It's bringing Christ to the marketplace and winning the marketplace for Christ. Our mission, we are a community of business people and professionals committed to living out Christ's Christian values and being agents of change in the marketplace. This is accomplished through a process of ongoing personal conversion, commitment to professional excellence, community and nation building, and the practice of justice and integrity and responsible care, stewardship for all entrusted to us. The marketplace is our workplace. It is the place where economic and business activity, wealth is created and distributed. We are dedicated to the evangelization of businessmen and professionals. They are the decision makers and the agents of change. We invite them to enter into a formation program, and we send them back to their respective workplaces to practice the Christian values and principles of justice, honesty, and integrity, to bring about genuine development, that the resources that God created in this world for all will be made available to all. We are composed primarily of couples and families, but we specifically target the people who are missing from the church, the men. And we are now also, since we're starting to age as an organization, we're also targeting the younger couples, the younger businessmen, and especially the biggest group in the workplace, the single young professionals or the millennials. We are structured this way. We are in different business centers through local chapters and outreaches. Outreaches are units becoming chapters, and missions are the initial breakfasts. They are leading to outreaches. We believe that it is very hard for a businessman to stand alone. So we are organized into a basic unit of an action group, a support group which is composed of about 4 to 5 couples, and about 4 to 5 action groups comprise a unit, and several units comprise a chapter, headed by a chapter head and a chapter governance team. We are structured, we try to structure ourselves like the Catholic Church. Minimum layers. We only have 5 layers from the top to the bottom, so that information flow and action is very fast. Our national government is the Board of Trustees, elected for a 3-year term, and from the Board of Trustees, we elect the President and the Chairman. Operational management of the BCBP is lodged with the President and the Management Committee. And all of the leaders, from top to the local leaders of the Brotherhood, do not receive any compensation, because we believe that in order to evangelize the workplace, we should be workers, part of the workplace. The entry point to the BCBP is a businessman's breakfast. No? I believe we're the only community in the Philippines that has this. And what is the breakfast? It is an activity primarily for businessmen and professionals. The atmosphere is an atmosphere of fellowship. It is very light, joyful, where the discussion is centered on various topics such as business, sport, politics, and in the Philippines, school competition is very, very important. It is also ecumenical. We invite other businessmen and professionals of other denominations. We have to manage our time properly. I say have because this is the worst practice we have. We're good in time management on weekdays, but on weekends, the time is a little bit prolonged. No? People are more relaxed. And the high point of the breakfast is the sharing and witnessing of a businessman, a professional, of how he experienced Jesus' indomitable love in his personal family, and most especially in his business life. It is the good news presented in terms of the sharer's own experiences. It is Jesus, it is how the sharer got to know Jesus Christ and how Jesus works in people, especially in the field of business. Then we invite them to enter into a basic course on Catholic renewal, which is the Brotherhood Christian Life program. It leads to adult conversion, leading to a faith commitment to Jesus Christ. Then we invite them to enter into our formation program. No? If I were to summarize it, it is to know the Lord, to grow in love and commitment, and to follow God's call in mission, especially in the vocation of business. Formation is ongoing for all members. However, we, even during formation, send them back to be back in the workplace to be an agent of change. What are some of the workplace programs that we have? Number one, we have a retreat called the Brotherhood Christians in Business Retreat. It is a retreat to help members understand vocation as business people and professionals in the context of the Lord's plan for the salvation of the world. This is mandatory for all members, and we even offer this to companies outside of the Brotherhood. There are 6 talks. First talk is God's plan for business or livelihood. It talks about work, the inherent, the intrinsic, and the instrumental value of work. The next is the proper attitude, the Christian attitude towards money and wealth. That money and wealth is a gift, and the gift has a purpose, and that we have to be careful because it can lead us to be attached to it. And it becomes not a gift, but an attachment or an entitlement. Then the next talk is the role of the Christian boss and the employee. Then we have relating to others in the workplace, those outside of our companies or stakeholders, like our suppliers, our customers, and most especially the government. The next talk is balancing work, family, and community. And the last talk is how to build your business for God. We also have some topics in the business, some programs in business like the social teachings of the church. Then another program, the next program is the Marketplace Evangelization program. It is involved in the transformation of systems, practices, cultures in the workplace so that gospel values are adopted and practiced. This is meant for non-BCBP members, where our members who know the decision makers and the senior leaders, we talk to them, introduce the BCBP, and once there is an agreement, we enter that company. And we bring them our programs. We can bring them the Christian Life program, a breakfast. We even offer courses on the abridged, the tweaked version of 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. We offer them the business retreat. We offer to serve them in terms of setting up Mass and the sacraments. We offer also the Be Honest campaign. No? The MEP, the Marketplace Evangelization Program, is a moderate way of bringing Christ to the workplace. And our vision here is that those who graduate can also have a support system, either by setting up a local prayer group in that company, which is initially Brotherhood assisted, or we invite them to be members of the BCBP near their place of work or place of residence, or we bring them to be members of established church and renewal communities near them. The third campaign we launched is the Be Honest campaign. It is an advocacy for honesty in dealings not only in the private sector but also in the government. Initially, we targeted first honesty among our members. We believe that if we cannot witness properly, then we will not be effective. But later on, we launched this to other companies, government offices, campaign against corruption, honesty in the conduct of election. This is our slogan, be honest even if others are not, even if others will not, even if others cannot. He who walks honestly walks securely. We launched this through various campaigns such as posters, billboards, mall walks. We do walks around malls in the Philippines, carrying our banners, media campaigns. We also had an agreement, a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Education to launch a Be Honest oratorical contest all over the Philippines. And I believe the winner came from the province of Cebu. This is for high school students. Then, upon agreement with the Commission on Elections, we started the campaign to bring this media campaign during elections in the Philippines. We wanted a step-up program to our Be Honest campaign. So just late last year, we launched Confronting Corruption, a Means to Social Change. No? It is a step-up campaign to our Be Honest program. We target, again, initially our members and the organizations where the BCBP members are involved and occupy positions of leadership and authority. We also established linkages with the business groups in the Philippines. This campaign is linked together with the Asian Institute of Management Foundation, where the president is one of our members. What does the program entail? Number one, the program entails a call to action, not just to be against corruption, but also to support reforms. It is everybody's concern. We participated in monitoring bidding procedures of government contracts, monitoring of actual implementation, but we suffered a problem here because the church organization heading this, LICO, decided to back out last year. So we're trying to relaunch it and trying to find a way to gather, again, the other groups that will participate. We want also to promote good governance is good economics. That's why I'm very glad to have attended this conference, because I see that we're united in almost everything that we're doing. No? We wanted to set up advocacies promoting development, such as one advocacy we want to enter into is to set up timelines in the processing of business permits in the Philippines. That is a very big source of corruption, and also it hinders development. We want to build bridges of hope against corruption. I attended a seminar before, and the speaker presented something that made me think. He said that Christian values and principles are ineffective, not because they lack power, but because they are feared and therefore never practiced. And that made me thinking. I talked to some of my brothers in the BCBP, and we agreed that we needed to have the gospel message earthed. That the gospel message, in order to be effective, in order to have power, has to be able to link up, embrace, and confront the issues of life, like politics, like economics, like business. And in that way, it will be effective. We needed to have more consistency in terms of moral consistency among all sectors and a call to commitment to ethical business practices. We've launched this in four venues in the Philippines. On April 18, we'll bring it again to Mindanao, and we'll be celebrating our 35th anniversary, where we will have a campaign for integration and a call to action. I'd like to end this by talking to you about our own struggles. What are our own struggles in the BCBP? First of all, unless the gospel message, God's plan and purpose for business and livelihood, enters into the hearts of our own members, of others we encounter with, it will not be effective. Because even if we know it in our heads, but it does not penetrate our hearts, we will never be able to do anything. And that money and wealth is a gift. That gift is for the purpose of ensuring that all resources in this world given to stewards like businessmen and professionals be available to all. And to watch out for the danger that this becomes not a gift, but an entitlement and an attachment. The second struggle we have is we need to witness and live out, to walk our talk. That's the only way we will be effective. Not only in our own businesses, but also outside, to confront corruption, to confront those problems that hinder development in our country. And to overcome the attitude of hopelessness. Is it working? Will our efforts make a difference? To take to heart one of the biblical perspectives in the social teachings of the church, that we are a community of hope, a people of hope. That our Lord Jesus Christ already won the victory. It is already there, but not yet. And that victory needs to be lived out in our own lives. Please pray for the BCBP and our mission, and thank you again for giving us the opportunity to present this morning.